taking a risk doesn't always necessarily mean that you're being reckless. And I think sometimes,
taking a risk to calculate sometimes.
and I think sometimes people get them mixed up.
Explain the difference.
Well, I think when you're being reckless, you're not thinking about what you're doing. Whereas when you're taking a risk, you're still taking a calculated risk, as you said, or you're still thinking about what you're doing to take that risk. And you actually acknowledge it's a risk. Whereas when you're being reckless, you're not even thinking about anything.
I think as well, there's an emotional side to risk, which is that you have to bet on yourself. And you have to understand, I said I'm doing it, so I'm doing it. And that's a part of a calculated risk, which there's not necessarily, or it's a part of a risk, which sometimes is not necessarily something that you can actually put numbers at. If you manifest something and that's you're driven to that thing and you're focused on that thing, you will achieve it.
You have to believe in your own source.
I think it all drills down to knowing yourself well enough.
See, I would not take a risk with my family in any capacity. I will risk myself in every capacity. But anything where I think I'm responsible for someone else, a risk is worth taking for me, but I've got responsibilities where I won't put that at risk.
Okay,
and it's balancing the two, because as Tongo said, you're only going to put something at risk if you think you can safely. I can't walk a tightrope. You must have the self-awareness and to say, you know what, belief in to say I can walk this tightrope. I know I can do it. You're not going to just randomly do something and then risk it all.
The person that's taking a risk, a calculated risk, is saying, you know what, let me put a safety net so that if I do fall, then
you land on something.
So for me, going back to what my brother said, I'll be doing my children a disservice if I don't put them through pressure and risk. Because the only way they are going to succeed and grow in life is through pressure and risk. If everything is safe, as to what Eddie was saying earlier on, if everybody's cushy, or maybe it was even you, if everybody's cushy, there's no growth there.